The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Hey, Steve 6. Crouch.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here. Ready?
Throwing now is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get him, boys!
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wentz.
Give me some. Here we go.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch twist.
Topper!
Kill! 82!
Wentz now to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
All day, baby, all day.
Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. Those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 29 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You must be seeing me.
To throw again. Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check 24. Watch out.
From the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Watch the whip.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. It's our time. Mike's 54. Come on.
Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Echo.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. 54.
Wentz going to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Right there.
Black man. Black. Come on. 180.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Here.
Quick, Dad. Go.
Here's Sproles.
Oh, yeah!
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
Go!
Waiting!
Mike,
357.
ready?
Check 50. Check 50.
Check 31. Check 31. Check safety. Shift.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
54. Watch 54.
87. Set a tone. Here. Check 30.
They'll try again with Howard. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Throwing is Wentz. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
46.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Third and 2, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Switch gears. Check 4. 8.
Gun.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Pac-Man. 180. Sunday.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
X3. 218. Chopper. 46 down. Marin's 5-4. Hey, exit.
Watch the ship. Mike's 5-4. Mike.
Shift. Come on now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 47 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Haywood!
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
To throw is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
54's Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get back.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
180. Mike, 47. It's got 20. Long day. It's got
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Breaking the huddle first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Sproles able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run it now with Sproles. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the one. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
20.
Shift.
Throwing is Newton. And he's going to go down again. Zach Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
All day. Watch the edge.
Gun.
44's Mike. Check. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
44.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Newton on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that'll they'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Slam. Shift. Lion. Check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Again, it's Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And Jeffrey's got it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, boy, I know you
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run, Smallwood.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Watch the 5-9. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Right there.
To throw is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mike, 54.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Check.
Check it. 36. Twist. Check your hot read.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On first down, it's Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
I'm on. Undercrush. Hey, empty.
Wentz to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Newton to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.